Hey guys, today we're gonna be making a 3D ornament with depth out of a piece of 3mm basswood. So I could put these together by eye, however, it can cause them to be a little bit warped. So using a jig is gonna be a lot easier and provide a lot better of a quality product. The way that I'm gonna make my jig is I'm gonna use the outline of the ornament itself and then create a box around it. That way it's super easy to line up my boxes. I glue them together and then just place the pieces in with glue on top. So when we hop in here, you'll see that I've got some circles with outlines already. I've again done this off camera, but I took my measuring tape just so I could visualize it really well. I measured out how big they're actually gonna be. I think this is really important to bring it into real life because if you guess or estimate, it's never gonna be as big or as small as you think. Gist of it, I made circles and merged them together. I made an outline, and then I brought in some of the artwork from Creative Space themselves. So this deer, and then the trees and the grass are all directly from xTool. You'll see in my red as well that I have scoring for some of these words up here, and then also for the snowflakes. And then for the smaller snowflakes, I've got Engrave going on. Make sure always, as usual, to merge your words together so that you don't have overlapping. Same with the scenery itself. This took a lot of visualization in my own head to see how the depth was gonna be. I wanted to make sure that you could move the ornament and read the text behind, as well as see all the intricate details of the grass. I've got 2 blanks here to insert in between. And then to really see what it's gonna look like as much as you can in Creative Space, I went ahead and aligned them together. So making sure that each one of the pieces of scenery is a group together. That way it doesn't move any of my circles or anything like that. And then this gives you the gist of what it's gonna look like once they're layered together. So the grass back here will not be shown because the deer will be blocking it. We actually made a separate tutorial on how to create your designs in xTool Creative Space. So definitely go check that out. And we're gonna create boxes around them. To make it easier on myself, I am going to make a perfect box, scale it to one of them, bring these horizontally and vertically aligned. I'll make it a touch bigger. Like I said earlier, this does take more material. It also takes more time, but to get a quality product and to give you a little bit of a time saver in the future, this is definitely the way to go. And we can continue to make these boxes. I am gonna switch it over to that blue because that's the blue that I've used for all of my cutting. Vertically align, horizontally align, you get the drift. Now, aligning these together, make sure to group them. That way nothing moves that you don't want to, and then line them up to your material. I am gonna cut 4 and then cut 1 so we can show you guys what's happening in the machine itself. But normally I'd put 2 pieces of material in there and then cut them both at the same time. So I've iterated in all of my videos, but test grids are super important. That's how I've got all of my settings here, and I know that I'm not gonna be wasting any material. So test grid, test grid, test grid. I've got one for engraving, scoring, and cutting, so I'm very confident that all of my settings are gonna give me a quality product. Next step is for us to put the material in and officially line everything up. So as always, we want to make sure that we're reframing so that we can see exactly where the material is. Adding a little bit of material on the edge is important to make sure that you're not overcutting or undercutting on your material itself. So now, the best and the last step is to go ahead and get cutting. All right, so it's done cutting. Let's take a look at what it looks like. You can see my settings were perfect, so everything fell out like it was supposed to. Let's glue this up. So you've seen our final products. This one is the freehand and this one's with the jig. You can tell that this one is a little bit off. So it's great to do freehand for just simple one-offs. You can get them pretty close. But with a jig for production, absolutely gives you a better quality. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, and make sure to share this with a friend that you think would like it. Happy holidays, everybody, and we'll see you next time.